So the plan is to work on this problem here. We're supposed to evaluate secant of tan inverse 1 half. And excuse me, the idea is you're going to define your inverse part, tan inverse half, as something. Okay, so let's do that. So let's say tan inverse half is theta. Of course, theta has to be in the right half of the unit circle in the first or the fourth quadrant. We have established that many times in the past. Now, having said that, the original problem now turns into this. Now you do have to understand that once we can find the value of secant theta, we have our answer, because our original expression is same as secant theta. If we can evaluate secant theta, we are finished. Now, starting with this, using the definition of inverse function, I can write this. Now, of course, theta has to be in the right half, and I can claim that tan theta is half. Now, you have to really think about this a little bit. So basically, the question boils down to this. The entire problem now boils down to this. This is known, and theta is in the right half. I need to determine this. That's really what we are after. Okay? So, of course, we have our trig identity. Tan square theta plus 1 is equal to secant square theta. We're going to use that trig identity to solve for secant theta, and we'll have to decide on the sign. Okay, so that's my strategy. Let's push these guys aside to play with it a little bit. I made it a little smaller. I need a little more room. I hope you guys can still see it. So we're going to start with our trig identity. Tan square okay, everything looks good so far. Instead of tan squared theta, I can write half squared, because tan squared is half. Okay, it was a struggle, but I made it. Half squared is 1/4. Now, 1/4 plus 1, and you have to know how to add fractions, of course. 1/4 plus 1 is 5/4. And you're going to replace 1 with 4/4, do your work, and you're going to see you get 5/4. Now, I'm going to rewrite it, move it here. I like it that way. Okay. Now, I'm almost there, but not quite. I have to find the value of secant theta, And one way to do it is to find the square root of both sides. And let's see what we get. And don't forget the plus minus. Okay. Now, proper way to write it would be this. Square root of 5 divided by 2. That's how it's written. Or that's the preferred format. Okay. Now, the question still remains, is theta a secant positive or negative? That question hasn't been resolved yet. So how do we determine that? Take a look, guys. We just established that tan theta, since it's an inverse function, should be on the right hand side, either pink or blue, but tan theta is half. That forces it to be in the first quadrant, which is pink. It's in the pink quadrant. So theta has to be in the pink quadrant. And let's identify it properly. Our answer is here. Okay. Now everything is positive here. Everything in the first quadrant is positive. So secant theta has to be positive. So it has to be. That's my answer. Now, it seems a little like funny. You got your answer? Secant theta is square root of 5 over 2? Yes, because this, let's make another copy of this. This is my original question. Let's do it here. Take a look. I was supposed to evaluate this. Because of some of the things I defined, that whole expression turned out to be this. And now I have this. So this has to be my answer. Square root of 5 over 2.